Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is October 8th, and right now we are looking at the visible satellite imagery. You can see the sun rising across the Pacific Ocean. You can see the next system headed towards the Pacific Northwest and eventually Northern California, and a system after that should clip Northern California as well. Hopefully we can bring some precipitation down towards the Bay Area and Central California. We'll look at those details coming up, but as you can see, the marine layer is hugging the California coast all the way from north to south. California could get some showers across Arizona. You can see Tropical Storm Lydia down here, could become a hurricane as it moves back towards the Mexico coastline there. And as always, we'll do our due diligence and see if any of that tropical moisture will make its way back north. Taking a look this day in SoCal weather history, I wanted to point this out. 1961 early season storm brought thunderstorms to San Diego County coast, and that produced gusty winds, small hail, and at least 10 water spouts between Del Mar and Oceanside. One moved on shore. There was some damage. What I wouldn't give to see something like that across Southern California. You can see we get some pretty crazy weather across some of California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah at times, and it really can happen any time of year. So interesting stuff. Great graphic here from the National Weather Service San Diego. Take a look. Much cooler Monday and Tuesday. We get a pattern change coming in here, folks, and you're going to feel it even down across the desert areas. You're going to drop off in some of these lofty temperatures, especially across the Bay Area. San Francisco and their 90-degree day run here is definitely coming to an end as you drop back down towards normal and even a bit below. Precipitation forecast Monday and Tuesday. Check it out. Maybe San Francisco can get some measurable precip out of this. Sacramento, it's not looking great down towards Stockton, Sacramento right now, but better chances across the Northwest California coastline here. Eureka looking at 1 to 2 inches. This was Las Vegas. If you're headed out there, Death Valley, Kingman, Lake Havasu City out there. Still another fairly warm day again today. This is for Arizona. There is some chance for some showers, maybe some gusty winds associated here. We're not talking about much, but I just wanted to bring it up here. It is in the National Weather Service Phoenix, Arizona graphic here. This is San Diego, California. Got the marine there all the way up and down the coastline here. So heads up, all the mariners out there on the water, you're going to be dealing with that fog out there if you go out to the coastline today. And there is a dense fog advisory until about noon today here for Monterey Bay, San Francisco Bay Area. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station to record all this crazy weather we get here on the west coast of North America, click on that link down below to save 10% off. This thing has a great smartphone app. It can even tell you when it starts raining at your place of residence. Now, looking at the European 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. You can see the trough out over the Gulf of Alaska and the ridging that was occurring that brought some warm temperatures and some Santa Ana winds here across a lot of California. And then you swing that frontal system through here. And this is our first shot at some precip as we go through the day Monday, and then as we go through Tuesday and Wednesday. And then you can see this trough. It's staying fairly close here as we go through the end of the week here on last night's European run here. So we'll watch that over the next few days as well. We'll go into some more details on this here in a moment. But this is looking at the NAM3 cam. Check it out. Visibility in miles. Pretty cool. High resolution models can pick up on this marine layer out there, and you can kind of see it in motion as it bounces around on in through Monday morning. Fun stuff. Just like to show you guys some of these visual representations here of what's going on with our atmosphere. Composite reflectivity. I just want to show you some of the shower activity here across some of Arizona today and tomorrow, and then the next frontal system starts to roll in Monday morning. Hopefully we can get that measurable precip down towards the Bay Area. We really need it down there. I'm going to show you some graphs here in a moment to show you just how dry we've been across some of central and northern California over the last 3 months or so. So there goes that initial shot of precip, and then the secondary one starts rolling in here Tuesday morning. Hopefully can bring another round of reinforcing precipitation across Northern California. Now this is looking at 850 millibars. You can see in pretty warm temperatures here across the area. It's about 5,000 feet. Now watch as this frontal system rolls through. You can clearly see the cool down coming aloft as it pushes some cooler air, and you're going to feel this even across some of the desert areas of California on into Arizona here. You can kind of see that chillier air arriving for the northern half of California. This is 24-hour 2-meter temperature change. So this is at the surface, and you can see the temperatures dropping off today along the immediate coastline. And now watch what happens as we go on into Monday. You can see that really reflected here with that frontal system moving across the area. Some places 25 or more degree difference in a 24-hour period. So you are going to notice it here. And then you'll see that move across and translate to Southern California and Nevada here as well as you go on in through Tuesday. So yeah, definitely a pattern change coming here for much of the region. 850 millibars, this is 5,000 feet. You're looking at wind direction and temperature anomalies. So you can see the above average warmth we've been having aloft. Then check it out. Pattern change rolling in here in earnest as we go through Tuesday and on in through Wednesday. Look at this nice chilly air arrive here. And this is the temperature anomaly. This is the difference between what it usually is at this time of year at about 5,000 feet. Now looking at daily 2-meter max temperature here. This is for today. You go to tomorrow. Look at that cool down. You're chopping 20 plus degrees off some of these temperatures for like Redding, Sacramento. You're going to feel it. The Bay Area, San Jose, all the way down through the valley. And even the desert area is cooling down. Look at places like Phoenix might not get out of the 80s here as you go through Tuesday or Thursday and Friday. So yeah, interesting stuff here. Nice, comfortable temperatures for much of the area. This is looking at Los Angeles, back down towards normal for a while. San Francisco, even below normal Tuesday and Wednesday after some very nice stretch of some very warm temperatures. We'll look at that here in a second as well. You can see it here on the 4th, 90, 92, 92 on the 5th and 6th, and 91 again yesterday. What a little heat wave here for October. And this is not unheard of, for California. You start getting these offshore winds and you can really warm things out all the way out to the coastline there. So nice 4-day run there for San Francisco. And here's Fresno, California. Big drop incoming here, folks, below average temperatures and kind of hovering around average through the extended. But yeah, the big story is here, the big drop in temperatures here as we go through the early to midweek portion. Look at San Jose way back down towards the low 70s. Las Vegas, even a couple days there below average as you go through Thursday, Friday. Phoenix still hovering right at or above average here through the extended. Now, Tropical Storm Lydia could become a hurricane by tomorrow night. You can kind of see it here. Should not have much of an impact on the Southwest USA, but I always like to keep my eye on these things. It can change. Look at the GFS. You can see Tropical Storm Lydia and maybe eventually becoming a hurricane down there. And you can see the frontal system also swinging through up here across Northern California. But I just want to watch here to make sure that none of these remnants are moving up towards the Southwest USA. Sometimes these remnants can, it can be big headline makers this time of year. You can make some interesting thunderstorm activity with that, but does not look like it should be a player as of now. And there goes the secondary system through Northern California shown there. And if we look out far enough, you can kind of see towards the end of next weekend right there. We got another atmospheric river trying to point itself here at the West Coast. Purely fantasy right now, but something we're going to be keeping our eye on over the next couple of days. May impact portions of Central and Northern California. This is looking at the European, kind of just showing you a pretty good model agreement as far as Lydia is concerned. Shouldn't be bringing remnant moisture from that tropical system up into our area. And you can kind of see a little bit of that hint of the atmospheric river here in the European as also. And again, we'll be watching that over the next few days. This is the European ensemble mean. This is an average of all 50 perturbed ensemble members on the European. There's that initial system here, hopefully bringing some measurable precip down to the Bay Area. And then as we go towards the next weekend, it's showing some activity here for Central and Northern California, maybe even a little bit of precip down towards Southern California. Who knows? You can always find some kind of hope way off into fantasy land. This is 6 to 10 day, kind of highlighting maybe some of those systems moving into the West Coast here through the October 17th timeframe. And now eclipse forecast. Let's take a look at this. So you can kind of see where it's going to make landfall right here on the Oregon coast, move across extreme Northeast California and Nevada here. And probably climatologically speaking, your best chance of seeing this with as little cloud cover as possible is probably across some eastern Nevada here. And you can see the forecast. The system is starting to approach the coastline and spreading clouds over much of western Oregon when the eclipse is occurring here. So probably best chance to get out there into Nevada if you have that option. Now looking at simulated infrared satellite imagery, you can kind of see those clouds across Northern California and western Oregon as of right there. This would be very early that morning there on Saturday, October 14th. And of course, reservoirs are doing quite nicely here across the entire state, many of them above their historical average. And, that last winter and spring really did nicely here across the region. The entire state of California is drought free. And this is the last 12 months. You can see the above average conditions that have just brought a lot of precipitation to much of the state of California. However, there is a bit of a caveat here. And you can see that in the last 3 months across some of Central California, the Bay Area has been pretty exceptionally dry. Tropical Storm Hillary, the remnants there, actually a tropical storm. It was actually a tropical storm when it moved across California here. But anyway, the big slug of moisture did miss a lot of the coastal range here in the Bay Area, and it's been exceptionally dry here for some portions of California, including some portions of Northern California as well. So hopefully we can start to bring some systems in here over the next few weeks and maybe on in through November so we can start to bring precip back to that area. But anyway, I'm going to put this video only on the California Weather Watch page, and I will be doing a link on the Pacific Northwest Weather Watch page to let everybody know that. So let's get that page up and running here, folks. Help me out. Click like and subscribe. And as far as the name of the channel, I get a lot of confusion about it because when I post the California videos on the Pacific Northwest weather page, I think it misses still a lot of the population of the Southwest USA and California. Even though we're doing quite well and there's a huge amount of viewers from California, I think we can even do better if it will have its own page called California Weather Watch. So hopefully that works out. But anyway, yeah, we'll continue to watch these systems roll in here. We'll break this down again tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you guys then.